Hi family, I hope all is well. So today I want to do a quick reading on this baby, Nazaya Harris. I know I did a few reads on this baby before. The thing is, the first read, I definitely have her name posted, but I know that I did another reading after that. But I may have done her with like an open case or something, or something like that. So her name is not plugged in. I'm sure I done her with another reading that I've done, right? So it's like 2 or 3 readings inside of there. I'm gonna have to look for it, but I believe it was like over the summertime that I have done that one. So today I'm just going to mark her as a revisit. So I want to revisit this case, family. Ancestors have been tugging on me heavily about this baby, right? And I know her case is ongoing right now, right? They investigating some things. They got the person who they say is the perpetrator, right? I just want to tap in. Let's see what the ancestors bring out. And I'm also going to speak about something that the ancestors allowed me to see last night while I was tapping into her case. Right? All right, let's see what the ancestors bring through. Oh, right. So I got some promiscuous ways, right? And that's the first thing the ancestors threw out the desk. And I got to look at that. The promiscuous ways just tells me, you know, a promiscuous person, somebody's sex partner, right? A sexual partner, or many sexual partners, okay? But I know it's some sexual activities going on in there, right? So let's just go a little deeper. Let's see what that is ancestors threw out, right? Death. So, I gotta look at this, right, family? Something happening here. The genocide don't just tell me about one death, but it tells me about many deaths. So multiple people could be killed, right? But also it lets me know that, you know, this person has done this before, right? Has killed before. I got a killer. Sometimes these are serial killers. But I got to look at some promiscuous ways and why this death in here has happened, right? Many deaths. Death. Say ancestors for clarity into the situation regarding Nazaya Harris. Nazaya Harris. I got my alarm on, family, so if you hear that beeping, that's because I got to get out of here. But I want to look into this case before I head out this door. Nazaya Harris. Say ancestors. All right, I got quarrels, I got screaming, and I got mom. I got this mom I got to take a deeper look into, right? The mom just tell me it's somebody's mom, right? It's a mom. This going to go both ways, right? Because ancestor said look deep into this mom. Here's the liar. So I got some quarrels going on here with mom, and I got a liar. You understand? So somebody is not being truthful regarding some things, okay? Ask the ancestors. To reveal the messages that Nazaya want us to know. The messages that Nazaya would like us to know. Nazaya. Okay. Here's the female. There's some aggressive things going on here. There's some quarrels going on in here, right? So the ancestor said There's some aggressive things going on in here, right? With a female, right? And then I have to look at a female, right? Here's the spiritual growth too, as far as some things going on with some quarrels. But here's the evil, right? Somebody need medical care. They need medicine, right? I got to look deeper at this mom, okay? Now here's the help at home. Here's the lies. So somebody said that they was going to give this baby help, right? Help here in this home. But it was lies, okay? So at home, they have been telling lies. And I know on the very first read that I've done on this baby, that ad came out. Somebody was saying that they were going to take care of something, right? But they did it, and they knew they wasn't, right? Ask the ancestors for clarity into the situation. All right, so I have the quarrels, right? The screen that tells me about quarrels, right? It could be family quarrels, right? Something that's bottled up inside, okay? These screams. See, somebody educating themselves on these quarrels. I got a female, right? I got some aggressive energy going on. They're educating themselves on some things, and they having quarrels in here. See, they're educating on some things. This mom in here, right? She's conscious of some things in here. She's conscious of the reunite in here, okay? But not only that, I got somebody, right? They're educating themselves on something. They want to reunite in here, right? But they're not being truthful in here, right? Of why they want to reunite. I have a mom that knows, right? She's aware of this. You understand? Here's the help at home, right? Here's the reunite. So they say they coming together. They saying that they're gonna help with something, but they're not being truthful in here. Okay. Here's the evil, right? Here's the medicine. Somebody may need medicine. Here's the medical care and treatment and prevention of something, right? Because they're conscious of something. So somebody in here, right? They doing an evil act regarding whatever medical care somebody may need, whatever medicine somebody may need, because they're conscious of some things, right? Yeah, it's mom, it's a female back there too. It's nothing good, it's wicked, the ancestor says. Clarity into the messages. Crow is warning about this evil stuff and what they're educating themselves on, right? Here's the crow warning about this evil stuff. The crow is coming out, they warning, right? About some things, the living conditions, somebody's lifespan, right? They warn us about evil and wicked people. That's what the crow comes and do. So they warning us about something evil that somebody's educating themselves on doing, right? And warning us about the quarrels that they having in here. Here I got a perpetrator in here, right? They doing some fraudulent things. I gotta look at the illness in here that's aggressive in here, right? So now I also got to look at this baby being sick, right? In some kind of way, all right? Here's the gifts, the giving and receiving. So the moment of desire has come together to share with others. So here's the crow warning about the gifts, the giving and receiving, right? Regarding this medicine. So I have to look at what you was giving somebody for medical care, or what you said you was going to do for somebody for medical care, but you actually didn't do it. You did an evil act back there, right? You did something wicked back there. You did something sinister back there, the ancestors are saying, okay? But also, I got somebody who conscious of this. And I also got somebody that conscious that this baby was a mom as well. Do you understand? So not only do I have a female that's back there that knew something, but I got somebody that was conscious that this young girl was a mom, okay? Was going to be a mom. So here's the dad. I want you to look at this, all right? Here's the dad. Not only do he need help, but he had help. He had assistance, right? Here's the single out at home, right? Here's the elect at home. Dad had assistance for somebody at home, all right? So somebody helped him do something, okay? Whether they help him conceal something or whatever, right? See, he reunited, but so he came together, right? Somebody, not only do I have to look at him, right? This father, it tells me it's somebody's dad, right? It's father figure. See, he singled this baby out, but not only that, he singled somebody out back at home too to help, right? So he got assistance, he got help back there, right? Whoever he got help from, they're not being truthful about it. So somebody assisted him in some things, right? Let's go a little further. Here's the envy, right? They're educating themselves on something, but also this is a medical realm as well, all right? Somebody need medical and treatment, right? This is a medical realm. See, they was envious of something, okay? You see the trafficking that's taking something or someone, all right, against will, right, by force, whether they willingly going or not, right? Here's the trafficking. So they taking somebody when they was alive, okay? So they took them, right? Taking something to someone, right? So I got to look at this girl when she was alive, reuniting here with somebody who's telling her lies. Here's this dad, okay? Not only the dad is aware of some things, right? The dad is not being truthful in here. I got to look at the mom being aware because the live tells me, yes, you're alive. Someone is alive when they were alive, right? It tells me about active. It tells me that somebody is aware, okay? I got a lot of energy that tells me that somebody is aware of some things, right? Here's the crow warning about the giving and receiving and the trafficking in there. So that's taking somebody against will, okay? So you could be taking them to an unknown location, wherever. Here's the perpetrator, right? Here's the sickness in there. And I got to look at the mental condition of this person in this female, right? See, she got envy in here. She got hatred. She's aware of some things, this female back here, too. That's that legal drugs. Here's the employment, right? The crow is warning about some things. Here's the employment, right? Here's some evil things going on here. And I got to look at this employment, right? Because the crow is warning about the employment, some evil things. Here's the employment. Here's where sacrifice has taken place over here, right? Somebody has, so the sacrifice means that somebody has, and this is the giving and receiving here, and here's some medicine back here, right? So I know medical care and treatment and prevention. Somebody could have even gave you something. The sacrifice is telling me somebody decided to give you up for something else or whatever that they're doing in there, right? Kill you over something else or because of something else. But they took her in here too. Here's this male. He's the perpetrator. But also, I got to look at this female back here, right? So here's the male. Here's the perpetrator. And here's the female, right? Here's some illegal drugs. So something was given. I got to look at her being sick. Is aggressive, right? Somebody gave her something in here. They did this because of envy. Not only that, they was educating themselves on some things. And they was having a disagreement in here as well, right? They got quarrels going on in here. Family quarrels. But this male and this female, all right, they're in cahoots with each other. So somebody knew that these was going to be given, right? But they probably being hush-hush about it. Here's the child. So here's the child's dad, right? Who is getting help. So I got to look at a child assisting his dad in something as well, okay? And they may do it unwillingly, unknowingly, right? A child can do something. You could get a child to help do something, and it could be anything from the littlest thing to something major without a child really even noticing, right? Especially if you're telling a child lies in here, right? Because a child doesn't understand as much and they're not able to put things together. So I got a child here with this dad. Not only that, look at the birth here. Okay, the birth tells me, yeah, new beginnings, but it is the creation of something new, is the creation of life in here. So here's the birth, right? And I got to look at why she was singled out at home. Okay, so this child, because this baby Nazaya, she is a child as well, right? She's 13 years old. She's a baby. You understand, family? She's a baby. So she's a baby herself. So I got to look at this child, all right? The birth in here. And this birth coming to life. You understand? So if this birth coming to life, that's no good. Okay? So I got that going on. You understand? So I got why they reunited, why they decided to reunite, right? But tell lies in here in order to reunite, get this hookup going. All right, so I got a birth is why she was elected at the home. So I got a birth as why she was singled out. Okay, the organ came out on my first reading, and you know the organ tells me, yes, a heart stopped beating. It could also tells me about something invasive that's going on. Something could be coming in, going inside, right? And something could be coming outside. Okay, and what I mean by that is you guys already know, put it together. Okay, because that's what the organ tells me. All right, let's look at this Genesis. First, let's look at this promiscuous. This jumped out, right? So ancestors tells me death, right? And I got to be truthful in this. Death because of some promiscuous ways, right? Promiscuous ways could lead to death in some cases, family, right? All right, let's look at the promiscuous. The ancestors clarity to the promiscuous. So I got a caretaker that's promiscuous. So the caretaker just tells me that you give care to somebody in some kind of way. A caretaker, whether you are, you know, a caretaker by grandparent, aunt, uncle, whoever, right? But I got a caretaker in here that's supposed to give care to you in some kind of way, that know about these promiscuous ways. So I got a caretaker who's promiscuous, who want power over the opposition. So they want power over her, okay? And we already know why, right? The birth. She was singled out because of the birth, right? And because of the child, right? The child in here, okay? The birth. Genocide. Clarity into the genocide. Is a disagreement, right? Over the genocide. Why would you have, I want you all to listen. Why would somebody have a disagreement over killing people, right? He not having this disagreement with Nazaya, right? About killing her and her baby. Do you think so? Who could he be having this disagreement with, right? Over the genocide. Okay. Let's just go a little further. Clarity into the disagree. Here's a genocide. Here's a disagreement. Here's a between worlds. See, this is Aries energy that tells me about conflict and war, right? It's the child, right? The child, right? The inner self that's going on in here. See, somebody is having a disagreement over not just the location, right? But killing her and this unborn baby. Because, see, I want you all to know this. Between worlds, somebody living a double life in here, right? They indecisive about some things. So they're having a disagreement, okay? Not only is this man, right, having a battle in there with himself, right? But he want power over this young girl, all right? Because of the birth, okay? And because he was doing sexual things in here to her. But I also have to look at some other things, right? Because I have a female and a male in here, right? I have a female who was with this perpetrator. And I have a female who assisted with some things, right? And I got to look at the illegal drugs in here as well that made this baby sick, right? I got to look at the quarrels and why it was quarrels in here between this male and this female going on in here. What was they arguing about? See, this was the argument was about, right? Because they knew some things. This is why they decided to take her, right? And this is why this mom, right? This female in here was conscious, right? Of her being taken. Because, see, that female and that dad are liars. So that mom and that dad, they're telling lies in here, right? They knew about the unification, right? In here, they knew all about this, okay? They knew that they was going to do this before they did it as well to this baby. All right. That's why it was a disagreement, because I have somebody in here that's indecisive. They really don't want to do it. But at the same time, they feel like they got to do what they got to do. So they indecisive. They on the edge about some things. I'm going to say this. She on the borderline, right? Could be on the borderline from her state in the next state. Okay. What I did see, what the ancestors allowed me to see, is I seen a rope, but it wasn't just any rope, right? And I know that she was tied and bound up too. I seen a rope, but the rope was like a fisher's line, okay? I was able to see it, silver fisher line. So I have to look at that, right? Not only that, I said something gruesome must have happened because the ancestors shielded me so hard from seeing what is going on in there, right? I seen it in a loop, so I know that this person was making loops already, okay? To tie this baby up, to dispose this baby, could be to weigh this baby down, right? That's for one. For two, family, what I did see, not only did I see that, but I saw him in the tunnel, right? Going far out in this tunnel, all right? So through this tunnel. Another thing that I seen was I did see a fire afterwards. I can't tell you what was burning in that fire, so I have to look at this, right? I got to look at some things here because I did see some fire, right? So I got to look at the fraudulent things you're doing in here too with that fire. And this female in this fire. You understand? I have to look at that because I seen the fire. I never seen what was in the fire, but I seen something burning. I seen the fire burning. So, and that was after I seen the wire, right? My thing is, right, he could have been burning a person. He could have been burning evidence. He could have been burning something else, right? But that's what I seen. He was making sure that this baby would never be found, right? In some kind of way. So that's what I know, family, right? I feel like she's on the outskirts of wherever that tunnel goes, all right? So whatever end they live on, wherever that tunnel takes you to, whatever is that next state or that borderline to that next state after that tunnel, I got to look at her being on the borderlines of there or right there, right? In a major area, like just say wherever water and rocks and, you know, nature may be out there in the earth elements, right? A park or something. I got to look at that, right? Somewhere over there, right? I don't really know the area, so I couldn't tell you, but that's what I was able to see. Love you all, family. Have a prosperous day.